All right. What's up, everybody? I believe we are live. Let me just get you guys the link. Yep, here we go. Alrighty. Just make sure. Hey, check. Can you guys hear me? Alrighty, I'm gonna start marking out my charts right now. So let's jump into Tesla. It's 6:34 already, but that's okay. We're gonna mark out our pre-market highs and lows. Here we go. Wow, what a chart. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Let me know if you guys could hear me, if you guys could see me. Let me open up this chat. There we are. Okay, cool. Perfect. Alrighty, let's get into it. Yeah, okay, here we go. That pre-market high. Remember, we're not rushing into any trade. That's why I'm marking all my stuff right now. And pre-market low is very low. So it looks like we just had a big jump up. Let's go to 5 a.m. Where's that 5 a.m.? Here we go. Feel free to ask questions, guys. Also, I'll pick my options in a second. I'm just getting all my charting down. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if you can see me. I see you guys in the comments. Let me know. I could already see a big candle wick drawing down. Here's the first candle so far. We are going to use what's up, everybody? What's up? Market's moving pretty slow right now. All right, here we go. We're gonna change that. I'm gonna use purple for the ORB. So remember, guys, your charts are just as important as everything else. And let's check it out. Let's go to our phone. Let's also check out Robinhood. See where we are at. This is, let's go to the 5-minute chart. You know what? Let's also mark out. Let's check out the 1 hour. Four, five. We're actually in an uptrend right now in the 1 hour chart, but I think we should be testing that VWAP soon. Yep, we're testing the VWAP right now. So essentially there should be a fair value gap somewhere. We're testing that VWAP. Remember guys, we don't take our trades until we hit our parameters. All right, let's load in our, okay, so Tesla's on the rise. So I'm looking for, if I'm gonna do puts, we're gonna do 346 put today, 340, let's do 345 put. 345 put. If we're doing calls, we are looking all the way up to 352. All right, so let me show you guys, and I'll put it in the chat as well. Oops, 352. 352.5 calls. All right, perfect. So we're just watching the charts right now. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. I see you guys in the chat. Oh, there we go. Now I can see the chat. Which brokers do you use? Right now I'm using Robinhood. Robinhood's my main broker. Robinhood is the main broker that I use. But like I mentioned, a lot of those good simulation ones, Thinkorswim is really good. It's a good sim account you can practice on. I know Tyler practices on that. We got a, look at this guys. The volume, we have a bunch of sellers stepping in. So I'm not saying that I'm gonna get in the puts right now, but I'm already seeing an increase in puts. But we're gonna stay true. Remember, we don't trade off that first candle. We let the trade come to us. Yeah, Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab. So that's the where they give you the fake money basically, and you trade with that, so you can learn off that. Right now I'm looking more to puts, but the calls I'm doing, if we do have a boost up, looking at 352.5 calls. However, on the way down, I'm looking at either 352 puts. Oh no, 345 puts. That's what I'm looking at. I'm trying to hit that 345. But we're just checking the VWAP right now, and let's go down to the 4 hour. Let's mark out any key points of resistance here. Any bounce points? Okay, so we have our bounce points. Let's go back down. Okay, so we're bouncing off the VWAP here. So if we end up doing some calls, let's see. I just want to see if this 15-minute candle will push past the VWAP. So last Friday we took a loss because we didn't follow our rules. So today I want to make sure that we follow our rules. And I'm going to set you guys up for success. For me, I'm doing a 15% stop loss. As soon as it hits the stop loss, guys, I'm out. So I just want to, I don't want to create any big losses. So if we take the loss, we take the loss. We're not holding. And Tesla is not moving today, so let's see what happens. See where everything else is at. ASML is down. But they're seeing a good spike right now. That actually might be a good trade for later. I think a lot of people are scared to move the market right now, which is fine. But I'm not seeing a lot of volume. Actually, I mean, there's a lot of selling volume, so let's see what happens. So we have to break the 15-minute high and low. We have to, guys. We have to. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to trade the chop. See, and that's a good reason why we don't buy puts right away, because if we would have bought the put, we would have already been down 20%. So we're just watching, we're creeping, we're watching. All right, the fair value gap is taking a duck right here. So heavy seller momentum, although the candles did not wick too much. I could tell because of the volume. So we are at the first candle. So we got our first candle. Or B top. And remember, guys, we're gonna wait for that retest. No, I have the free version of TradingView. I'm using the free version. Although I might end up I might pay for it later on, we'll see. But as of now, I'm using the free version because I don't really do a lot of indicators. It's just the VWAP right here. The paid version? No, I have the free version of TradingView. But I do have the paid version of Robinhood. I pay that. I think it's like $5 a month. Let's see how many people we got watching right now. Sweet. What's up, everybody? Alrighty. Let's check out some other stocks. I guess now. I heard that PLTR is going crazy. Yeah, the market's gonna wait for something. Okay, look, we're almost about to break this first candle. So remember, guys, we break and we wait for the retest. So let's go down to the 5. As soon as we break, we do not jump in. We wait for the break and then we watch the retest, because look, we're chopping again. So I'm not going to get us in trouble, and I'm not going to trade this chop. I'm going to wait for the chart to do what it is, to do what it does. Let's look at SPY. Yep, SPY's falling too. Yeah, there isn't that much volume right now. It's about to get exciting. I think we're going to break towards the downside, to be honest, in just my opinion. The RSI, though, it's showing that it's a pretty heavy bot. All right, we're moving. It's moving closer. It's inching inch by inch. All right, so for the puts, 345 Tesla put. And for the call, 352.5. But remember, we don't trade the chop. We're not trading the chop. We took our L on Friday. This ASML is actually looking pretty clean. Might be able to get a good bounce if let's go 1550 put, 1450 put, 46, dang. And if there's a call, yeah, you know, I might stay away from ASML today. It's a little too crazy. Alrighty, here we go, guys. Look at, we're actually seeing some momentum to the upside, which is interesting. Okay, so it looks like it passed the ORB top. Okay, now we're gonna wait for the retest. So it looks like we may jump into some calls. Waiting for the retest, guys. Waiting for the retest. It has to come back and either touch this or touch the fair value gap. Because remember, if you jump in here, people will get liquidated when it comes back down. I'm gonna drop down to my 5 minute. Yep, 5 and 1 minute. There's a lot of buyers right now. Tesla's jumping up. I don't want to rush into that trade. It is a nice trade for the calls. It is a nice trade, but that's too big of a candle. That's too big of a candle to trade that. Should be a fair value gap somewhere right here. If you were in calls before, man, geez, that is insane. You would have made 167%. Okay, here we are. We're getting the pullback now, guys. Get ready. We will enter some calls right now when the pullback happens. Get ready for some calls, guys. 352.5. Actually, you know what? I may even go a little higher. Let's switch that. We're gonna go, because it was such a high drop. Let's go to let's go to 355 calls. Yeah. And we want to hit either the 15-minute ORB, or we want it to hit the fair value gap, 352. Timing is everything, guys. Timing is everything. I switched my calls to 355 calls. Tesla 355 calls. That way I could buy a couple more. All right, let's wait. Let's wait for our entry. I'm going to put an order in at 150. Let's see. I want it to come down a little bit. I don't want to rush that. You know what? Maybe we'll go 180. Let's check this chart real quick and see where we're at. Even let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, we're kind of just in the middle of nowhere right now. Yeah, we're not gonna rush this. We're not gonna rush that. This is the 1 minute chart. Let's go to the 5 minute. Still doing 355 call? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it. Okay, see, look at, here's the drawback, here's the pullback. We'll try to get it at maybe 150. 150 might be a good one. Let's see. Let's go to the 1 minute. Got some heavy seller action right here. If we can get it at 150, that'd be awesome. But I'm okay. I'd be willing to take it at 165 to 170 a contract. So let's see. Let's let it pull back first. Yep, we're going down to 150. And it looks like 160 might be the play. So I'm gonna put an order in at 160 for 3 contracts. It's not there, however, we're gonna see if it could tap there. Yes, you can, as long as you don't put an order in. Okay guys, I just put an order in for $1.60 a contract. It has not gotten filled yet, but I did put the order in at 355 Tesla calls. So we're gonna see if it hits my limit. Right now we're in the middle of that drawdown. All right, we just got filled. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're about to bounce right now. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. So we just retested that little fair value gap. Let's see what happens. It did bounce. It was a bounce. So we're only down 3%. Let's see what happens. 171, 170. We're at 6%. We're at 9% right now. 10%. We're going to keep watching it closely. We're not getting a lot of seller or buyer momentum, so let's see what happens. Not as much as earlier, that's for sure. %. Those seller candles are big, man. Alright, let's see. Right now we're up 14%. Alright, we're in the middle of a trade right now, guys. We are just watching the charts. Let's go to the 5 minute. And you know what? I might pull profit at 20% just to be safe. Just because we are starting to see a little bit of a pullback, especially on the 5 minute chart. So who knows? We may flip our position and go to puts in a second. We'll see. Right now we're just watching closely, guys. Alright, buyers should be stepping in any second now. Should be seeing some good gains. Definitely a balance point right there. We are having some trouble getting over this right here. Alright, we're still holding, guys. We're still holding. Seeing what happens. So I'm up 6% right now. Yeah, so that's 7 a.m. our time. 14%. Come on, get past that line. We gotta push back after that resistance right there. Let's pull back, see if there's any other resistance. Not in a while. Let's check out Trading View. Yep, there we are, guys. There we are, right there. Finally got a good push. If you guys are in this trade, you guys are doing very well so far. Let's keep it going. We're at 36% right now. And you know what? That might be a good time to pull out. So let's do. I am pulling out of the trade. That's totally okay. I'm totally okay with that percentage on that. And I am actually still in the trade on my Roth. So let's get out here to. Actually, no, we'll stay in my Roth. I just made massive gains in my Roth, guys. I'm almost at $1,000 right now. I'm gonna for sure share this with you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, guys. If you guys are in that trade, it's still going up too. We could have stayed. We could have rolled it out, but I'm totally okay with taking that profit. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that, guys. See what happens when we follow our system? Wow. That was a massive trade, guys. And it's still going too. It is still going. Oh my goodness, what a great start to the week, guys. Monday morning trade. Haven't got into anything yet. Man, Robert, you just missed it with us, bro. We just took a Tesla trade. We just took a Tesla call. It's pushing a little too up. I probably wouldn't recommend getting back in, although you could probably chance it. But that's good. That's going to be a little bit of a risk. I would say if it comes back down and bounces off of the 351.98, then you're good. 47, how many contracts did you buy? And you sold at 20%. Honestly, 20% is not bad at all. Oh man, I should have held. Why did I sell? It's all good. It's at 303 right now. Totally okay. Totally okay. We just had for our options account. So look at our options account. For the week, we're up 6%. For the month, we're up 132%. We're chilling. We're doing great right now. Today, that was a $192 trade. And our Roth is looking great right now. Let's go, somebody. Yeah, congrats, everybody. Congrats. Yeah, I think for me personally, I'm probably done for the day. But I'm willing to stay on here and ask any questions that you guys may have about trading. I'm going to post that in the chat for everyone to see. We just printed today. So the reason why I made some more money in my Roth was because I normally follow the trades from my options account. And my options account, I took it first, and it did drop. And on that drop, I bought some in my Roth. So that was why I made more money in my Roth. And this is why we mark our highs and lows, because again, I know I said on Instagram yesterday, or even in the chat, that we may be looking at some puts. However, today we actually bounced and we were looking at some calls. Discord. Sweet. I just posted in the chat. Let's go. 47. How did that feel to get that 20% trade, man? Especially compared to Friday. I know it feels good for me to have a 80%. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, man. When you follow your rules, don't let me break my rules again, because I broke them on Friday. It didn't go too well. But all right, guys. Well, if there's no more questions on YouTube, I think I'm gonna hop off. That was a good day. It was about 30 minutes of trading. If I do enter again, so I'm not too familiar with using your Roth. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend using your Roth. I'm just doing it because I see a big opportunity right now to grow my Roth. So technically, the Roth IRA has always been used as a retirement account, and it's been used for people to just buy ETFs long term. For me, off of that one trade in my Roth, I already made what I made in a year and a half off of ETFs. So that's why I'm trying it in my Roth. Now it is a lot more risky. However, all the gains in your Roth IRA is untaxable. So every gain that I make in my Roth obviously is going to stay in there, but it'll be untaxable. So if I grow that account to 600,000, if I grow it to $1 million, when I pull it out, it'll all be untaxed because it was already taxed going in. So that's why I've been trading on the Roth. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. So Robert, if you are looking to jump into some calls, if we do see a bounce, you might see a bounce at Tesla 351.89 right here. I marked this level. This is where we saw a fair value gap right here, and then we saw a bounce. So if we do bounce off of that, you might be able to get into some calls again, but you have to wait for the bounce. If it passes it, do not buy a call, okay? Put that on record. And again, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying that's something that I would look at. My disclaimers in Discord for you guys. But yeah, going back to the Roth IRA is I've never really heard of people trading in their Roth account. I'm just doing it because I'm like, dude, if I could, as much as I can grow tax free, why not? You know. So that's why I am taking a risk, and I have lost in my Roth. Yep, Roth, people do long-term investment, but sometimes the long-term investment's kind of trash. So, but you know, there's people have their own viewpoints on trading and all that stuff. That's why everyone's so different. So I'm seeing a lot of sellers momentum, so be careful. Anyone that's looking for calls. I am seeing some heavy seller momentum, so let's see what happens here. Who knows, maybe it'll enter back into this little. So we did enter here. We had a fair value gap. Let me just showcase for the people that want to see it. We entered along. And it was like right there that we sold, yeah. Yep, that was our trade right there. That's why I did want to, yeah, dude, for sure. I gotta switch to a cash account. Oh, yeah, for sure need to switch to a cash account, bro. Do not do margin. Do not do margin, man. Please don't do margin. Okay, we're gaining some heavy seller momentum. Let's see if we bounce. Let's see if we could bounce on this. Maybe I will take another trade. Let's see. If there's a bounce, guys, if there's a bounce. If not, we are not who knows? Maybe we'll flip it. But again, we just gotta preserve our capital. Yeah, because that Tesla call's already back down to 115. We're coming back up on this bounce point right here. Let's check out where the VWAP's at. So it looks like we're almost about to test the VWAP. If we test it and bounce, that might be a good buy point right there. But I'm seeing some extremely heavy seller momentum, guys. So this is why it would be a little hard for me to say jump into a trade. It's just, it's risky. It is risky right now. Who knows, bro? We might flip into some puts. If it pushes past the VWAP and goes past the VWAP and doesn't hold, we're probably gonna enter some puts. But see, it's about to hit that VWAP right now. Ah, bruh. It's all good. I think it gives you probably like, what, one trade a day. All right, we just passed the VWAP, guys. We just passed the VWAP. So let's see what happens. We broke that other resistance for the fair value. Oh yeah, that RSI is down for sure. Yep. Yep, it definitely did. But again, we just hit past the VWAP. What I want to see is, this is the ORB top. I want to see it hit that. We'll maybe reject in here a little bit. And then we may enter some puts. Tesla 345 puts. Right now it's at 47 cents. Okay, look it. We're going back to the VWAP right now. So that is the VWAP right there. Let's go down to the 5. Okay, if it rejects off of 351, we may jump into some puts. Where's Tesla at? This was 350. I just added a 350 put to my watch list. I'm gonna watch it. I want it to hit. I want it to bounce off of that VWAP before I buy. It's at 160 right now. Yeah, you do. Yeah, for sure. Also, that's why too, risk management. On your trade, if you have $500 in your account, that last trade we took, I think it was at like, I think we bought it at like 150, 160. Just buy one contract. That way you could take a couple different trades. You could probably take 2 trades off that. That way you don't use your whole funds. Even though I use up my whole funds. Hold on, I'm just watching this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna buy a put or put an order in at 160. It looks like a good price. 160. And we're gonna put an order in for 2. Okay, we're at the ORB top right now. If we break, I think it definitely would be a buy. But I just want to see some type of retest with the decline, because we are in a heavy decline right now. I want to see some type of retest. Who knows though, bro? We could probably flip though and go to calls. But yeah, I know there's heavy seller momentum. We just pushed past the ORB top, actually. Do not rush into this put trade, although we are going to hit a put trade. I just want people to get consolidated. I think it'll probably come to this line and consolidate. I haven't put my order in yet. Trying to see if I can get a little more of a discount. I may even do 150, to be honest. I may even be able to get it at more of a discount. Yeah, let's do 145. I'm gonna put a bid in at 145, guys. Hold on, actually. Plus 57%. Let's go. What'd you have, Tyler? Did you do a put? It's not holding, so let's go 150. Oh, profit was $57. Nice. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get this put in. Let's try to get in at 150. Come on, I know it wants to break. trying to get it at 150. I'm not trying to rush this trade. If it comes to me, that's what I like. I think we're gonna get filled right here, hopefully. Alright, looks like we just got filled. Also see if we can get filled in our Roth. And we did, okay. This one I'll do stop loss at 10%. That way we could save today's gains. Honestly, these positions aren't even that big either way. Okay, we're in another trade right now, guys. Okay, and there we are. We got the seller momentum. Maybe not. I know it wants to break towards the downside. I know for a fact. It's just chopping now. If it starts to break up, we're gonna get out. Protect our gains. Protect our gains. Let's watch this. Let's see where we're at over here. Okay, we just got a rejection off the VWAP actually. All right, we're out. All good, all good. It happens sometimes. All good. We still had a great day. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. That's why you keep your losses small. That was a $60 loss. Not bad. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for the day. We will talk soon. I will keep you guys posted. Peace.